Slowly get on the brakes here. Drop it down a gear. Let's do these S's really quick. Okay. So you can imagine how well this is going to go. What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to the game department. Today we are putting another car through its paces in the Bathurst Challenge. Now, what car, may you ask? Well, shout out to Enzo. Thank you very much for the suggestion. We are going to be doing the Reliant Robin. I can already tell how this is going to go. I'm sure you guys know exactly how this is going to go, but for the sake of science, we're going to do it anyway. So here it is in all of its infinite glory. This is the Reliant Robin Mark 1. Now, for those that don't know why this is going to be a ridiculous car to take around Bathurst, it only has 3 wheels. 2 at the back, 1 at the front. The one at the front handles all of the steering, and I can only imagine when we start to change in elevation and do the dipper and the S's and anything really where you have to make a turn, this car is going to roll. I'm putting it out there right now. So let's quickly take it around a lap, see what it's going to be like. I may have to cut the lap down a bit because I don't imagine this being a 2-minute lap. Alrighty, here we go in this absolute weapon of a vehicle. Let's see how this car goes. We're coming up to the last turn of the track. Now I want to do this in second gear, but I'm just going to assume that with any pace, we're going to spin this car. We're going to roll it. I can already feel it. All right, we're in third. I'm going to drop down to second. Let's just... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah, that wasn't so bad. I understand that it was only the very first turn that we've done in this car, but you can already tell by the pace of this just raw beast of machinery that this is going to be one of the fastest laps that we're going to do on this track. I cannot believe we're in 4th gear now, just about to hit 100 kilometers an hour. All right, let's slow down a bit. Oh God, okay. You lock up the brakes the minute you touch them. Coming around in 3rd. Don't get too hard. Oh, geez, Louise. This is not going to be fun. This is going to suck. Oh, God. Now, I'm going to make an early prediction here, and I'm going to say that we're going to struggle to get a 5-minute lap. I think a 5-minute lap is going to be a hard thing to achieve out of this car, but I don't want to count it out before we start. Everyone gets a chance. We may as well see how fast we can actually get this car. We're in 4th gear, just about to hit 100 kilometers an hour. 98. I can't get it any faster than 98 kilometers an hour. Coming down the hill a bit. There we go, 101. Look at that. This is going to be absolute peak performance. All right, here we go. This is to try this faster right here. Let's see what happens if we keep it pinned. I can feel it rolling. Oh, God. All right, drop it up. Let's drop it down. Oh, this is... Okay. So far, we've done 3 turns. 2 of them have been 90 degrees, very slow. That one was a nice turn with a little bit of pace. Now let's see what happens when we start doing some tighter turns and some lower gears and see how the car enjoys this. Okay, nice hard left here. Oh, the minute you try and give the car a little bit more than what it can handle, it just starts to roll. This is going to be the most leisurely lap that I think we've done yet. Just cruising on through, 3rd gear, keep it nice and tight. There's no real need to hold it tight to the walls because we're only doing 75 kilometers an hour. And I don't imagine it really picking up much more pace than this. All right, let's try and get some speed through this top section here. Into 4th at 100 Ks. Oh, God, we're completely over. Almost scraped the side skirts there. About to hit 100 kilometers again. Oh, 101. It's unheard of in the Reliant. Oh, God, the body roll is just too much to handle. 107. We are flying. Absolutely flying. All right, let's slowly get on the brakes here. Drop it down a gear. Let's do these S's really quick. Okay. So you can imagine how well this is going to go. Fantastic. Didn't even make it down to the dipper before we rolled, and I'm pretty sure that I have a tire off the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into our 10 laps, see how fast I can actually get this car, and if I can get a lap that's below 5 minutes, because I think this poor thing is really going to struggle. And I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But you've just witnessed what I've witnessed. So let's see how we go. I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm going to come back with my fastest lap in the Reliant Robin, and we'll just have a leisurely conversation because I don't imagine it being very intense. I will see you in a second. Alright, here we go. Fastest lap in the Reliant Robin. Now, this car is not going to be the fastest car that we're going to take around this track, but it was a hell of a lot of fun to try and get this to do a lot of these turns without spinning onto its roof and rolling off into a barrier. Trying to find that point is very difficult, but a hell of a lot of fun. So we're getting in 4th gear, we're going to slow down to 3rd and hug this left-hand side, and you'll see exactly what I mean about trying to get the car to not roll over, almost up onto the side there, hitting the side skirts on the road as we turn. Now we're in 3rd gear. What we want to do is hold 3rd gear until we get to this Assetto Corsa banner, because the incline will slow the car down if we go into 4th gear. So holding to 3rd, as soon as we get underneath that Assetto Corsa banner, we're going to drop into 4th and then try and pin it and get as much speed as we can leading up into that right-hand turn at the end of this straight here. Now, because you have a little bit of extra time on your lap, you really want to take the opportunity to absorb all of that beautiful Australian scenery. Look at the trees, look at the grass. You wouldn't normally get an extra 2 minutes per lap to appreciate that, so take the time. Now we're just past the 100 meter board, we're going to start slowing down, holding it into the tight end as much as we can to get as much camber from the road to help turn us in, because if we go wide, we are for sure going to roll this car. I'm not talking out of personal experience, I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, we're in 3rd gear, we're going to try and get up to the top of the mountain as quickly as we can. Now when we come onto this left here, we have to drop into 2nd to try and turn the car in without rolling it is very difficult. So down into 2nd, really have to take it slow and then power on early to try and get back up into the corner. You can already see a lot of the chassis is rolling from left to right with every single turn of the wheel. We're in 3rd gear now. I want to hold it to the left. We don't really have to worry too much about keeping super tight to the corners, because there's not a lot of speed behind this car at the moment, but the less we turn the wheel, the better. So taking a lot of those late apexes into the corners will definitely help us out, because it means we don't have to turn the wheel as much with a lot of these corners, which is great. So in 4th gear, really pinning it, trying to get as much speed as we can, and trying to do small wheel movements to make sure the car doesn't go over. Almost there, we can see it rolling up into the right-hand side, the whole dash just turning. 4th gear, pinning it down as much as we can. We want to get underneath this Bentley sign, start slowing down and drop into 3rd gear. And we want to be really careful around here, especially with this change in elevation, because the minute you make a wrong turn, the car is going up and over. 3rd gear still, we want to drop down to 2nd to do the dipper, hold it left, really slow. The amount of times I rolled it in that little area is unforgiving. Up into 3rd, now we want to get into 4th gear before we hit the Forest Elbow corner on the left. Hold it to the right, start slowing down early, because you don't want to get this little dip here while you're slowing down, because you will roll the car. Into 2nd gear, holding it left, and plant your foot as quickly as you can. Now up into 3rd and 4th to try and do the last little bit of this straight. So we're going to do the same as always. We're going to change over when we get underneath that Bentley sign, just to see what this absolute weapon of a car looks like and how fast it can actually get. Now look at this. That singular front wheel is just ridiculous. It looks even funnier every single time I see it, but it seems to be doing the lap semi-well. I don't know what sort of time we're looking at here, but it does look like it's doing pretty well so far. Now we want to try and get as fast as we can, hold it to that left-hand curve before we turn in, but again, you want to make small wheel movements. The more you move the wheel, the higher chance you have to roll this car at top speed, which is not going to be great. It's not going to be good to save. So we're going to start to slow down as soon as we get up to this corner here, down into 3rd, and we want to plant our foot as quick as we can and try and get as much speed, holding it to the right here, almost finishing our lap. We're going underneath the Liquimolly sign now. You want to try and get as fast as you can before this last corner. Fast as you can. We're coming up to the very last turn here, down into 4th gear. Now we're going to start slowing down and get back into 2nd gear, already into 3rd, down into 2nd, hold it tight to the left. Try not to roll the car. You can see it flipping over, ready to go. Plant your foot, get through the gears, get over the line, and there you go, a 4:11.788. Not a bad lap for the Robin here at Bathurst. So there we go, the fastest lap in the Robin is 4 minutes, 11 seconds, 0.788, which is a hell of a lot faster than I thought it would be. I genuinely thought we were looking at like 5.5 minute laps here. But to hit a 4:11.7, can't be that mad at it. So after setting that blisteringly fast lap, this is where the Robin is gonna sit on the leaderboard. I don't think that any of us expected it to be any higher on the list, but at least we could actually finish a lap without rolling the car. Out of those 10 laps, 5 of them, I completely rolled the car because I took it too hot into a lot of corners. I think no matter how much harder you drive this car, it hits this threshold where you overdrive it, it rolls. There's nothing you can really do to avoid it. Unfortunately, having one wheel at the front of the car doesn't really help for stability. Who knew? If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe. I post new videos every week, and you don't want to miss them. If you have a car that you would like to see tackle the Bathurst Challenge, don't forget to leave me a comment below. If I can find a mod for it, we do it. It's as simple as that. If you want to join us on any of our social media, you can pretty much search the game department everywhere. If not, I will leave all the links to our stuff in the description below. If you want to come and join the absolute havoc that is our stream, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. You should definitely be there. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you had a good morning. I hope you have a good night. Bye!